Harryman Show.
Every school computers now have primary control of critical vehicle functions.
It's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
Hey, welcome to the Harryman Show number 13. We're cousins talk after a long time. All right, today I actually have my cousin. He's based out of California where I grew up. His name is Cody Theilman. How you doing, Cody?
I'm doing fantastic, man. Thanks for having me on the Harry Man Show. Excited to be here.
No problem. I know you guys are going through a heat wave right there right now. How's that all going?
It's pretty miserable, yeah. It's about 110 degrees. We're actually heading out to San Diego soon to escape the heat, so that should be a nice day.
Oh, nice. So tell me a little bit about yourself, Cody. I know a little bit. I just want our viewers to hear you. You're kind of big in the directing world. What's your recent projects you've been doing?
Well, actually, I think I'm like probably the least successful professional director in Los Angeles right now, but I'm working on it. Last project we just released was it's called Fuckboy Funeral.
Oh, nice.
So it's a comedy about this poor woman who has kind of a shithead husband that passes away, and then all his friends are like kind of like frat dudes crash the funeral, and chaos basically just ensues, and you kind of watch everything unfold and see this poor woman try to get through the day, I guess.
Oh, nice. And have you been slowing down recently, or are you just kind of coming up with ideas recently and getting ready for the other stuff?
A lot of stuff. It's I've had some like just backlog of projects that I've been trying to catch up on editing. So I've been like since the whole pandemic thing, I've been just focusing a lot on editing. I haven't been writing too much lately, but I'm looking forward to kind of just the next project. Like I've got a lot of time to plot my next move, I guess.
Nice.
So I'm excited for that.
And so let's back up a little bit. What got you into it originally? I mean, was there a big influence, or was it just like a turning moment?
Oh yeah, it was Jean-Claude Van Damme, man.
Oh, I remember
like
that.
just being a kid, dude. I've been like obsessed with that guy my whole life. He's like my idol.
Yeah,
so I remember like
we practiced.
Yeah, dude, we used to watch like we used to. I did karate and stuff because of him.
Yeah,
and then just watch Bloodsport like on repeat with like grandma and stuff and brothers. And I was just like after watching that action movie, I was like, man, like I just want to do this. Like this could be my life, you know. So
yeah.
I started like doing karate, and then like. I mean, I kind of got into film stuff in high school. Like, I used to, like, talk my teachers into doing, like, little stupid videos instead of, like, the finals for class. And, I kind of just, like, took off from there. Like, I went to community college for a couple years, took some editing classes, along with, like, a women's self-defense class to meet girls, which is, like, pretty fun. Actually worked out all right.
Yeah.
But, so I kind of stuck with that. And then, just kept making short films like ever since then. So
Nice.
It's been going at it since like 1999.
Nice. And then obviously you see a big turn in technology. What did you start with camera wise and editing wise? I'm sure it was a lot rougher back then with VHS tapes.
Yeah, so it was I think it was High 8. So it's they're digital tapes. And then I remember I saved up forever to like buy my first camera. Like I was actually I was supposed to go to film school, and then it was just too expensive, man. It was something insane. It was like $50,000 like a semester. Jeez. And it just wasn't something that was like in the cards for me. So I saved up some money, and then I bought a camera, and that's kind of like how it started. And then I'm trying to think. My first short film was called Act of Dog, I believe. It was like it was really bad, dude. It's terrible. If anyone ever digs it up on YouTube, it's like a 15-minute long relationship drama about like these best friends, and then he like steals his girlfriend. It's super cringy if anyone ever wants to
yeah, I remember
back and look at it. But
I remember you showing us a short video regarding a mask. It was kind of like a horror movie.
Oh yeah. So that was the last. I think that's my best project so far, man. So
really?
That was called Rumpleforeskin was the title of that one.
No, we watched that last night. I enjoyed it.
Oh, did you like it?
Yeah, I like the makeup on that guy too.
Oh yeah, it's, Alex Galaviz is the makeup guy that does that. But I met him through work recently. He worked at a costume shop. I used to go in there for props and costumes and stuff like that. And it kind of like, we worked backwards from that. Like, I met this guy, I saw his work, I was like, dude, you're super talented. I've got the equipment and like the people that are technical enough to like pull this off. And he's just like, yeah, let's make a monster movie. So we just decided. And my friend Carlos has like just an awesome pad like in Hollywood.
Mm-hmm.
And there's he has like this old bank vault in the basement of his house, like in Hollywood Hills. It's like crazy.
Really?
And so we had like this really cool location. We had a monster already, and then the story just came last. Like, we just took all these pieces that we had available, and me and the actors and my friend Richard, we just sat down and cranked out this like 7-page script about this internet troll who is an actual troll, I guess.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, it was
I'm sorry, go ahead.
Oh, no, go ahead. I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, you know what it reminded me of? There's a movie called Little Monsters. It was...
Yeah, was it Howie Mandel in that one?
Yeah, that's what the character reminded me of, as far as looking the way he kind of like shrugged his shoulders a little bit. But yeah, that's what I was kind of having like those nostalgia flashbacks when I watched it a little bit.
Dude, that guy scared the hell out of me when I was a kid. I remember being terrified of that thing. Maybe that resonated somehow.
You know what I just watched? And it kind of blew me away with Poltergeist. So I watched it like last week.
No way, I haven't seen that in like a really long time. I think I was like 12 when I watched it.
Yeah, you can see a lot of cultural differences too, just how relaxed people were, and you know, I mean, it's hard to explain when you watch it, but
yeah,
it's just different.
Does it hold up as far as like the visuals go?
No. I mean, I feel like I can make a movie that looks better on my iPhone at this point, but I mean,
oh, dude, yeah.
I mean, I don't hold that against you know at that time, but yeah, it's just. But back to what I was saying, we'll jump around LA. I mean, are you seeing like, since everything is on hold right now, do you see everyone kind of jumping more into like CGI and like, you know, I know like recently in Star Wars using actors as like their body scans, and they're just kind of manipulating. Do you see more of that happening due to this situation?
Yeah, definitely. I think for the bigger productions like Hollywood stuff, it's going to go towards like motion capture, CGI stuff, animation.
Mm-hmm.
That's where like there is a large gap now between, like at first it was the digital cameras came out, right? Like, so everyone can do HD stuff now. Like, cameras got smaller, cheaper. Just about anyone for $1,200 could get a camera that looks like comparable to like a cinema camera. Like a really like, I mean, of course there's high end specs for these cameras, but you could basically do the same thing for like $1,200. But now it's like the motion capture stuff. It's almost like there's like another wave that I couldn't do on my own right now. Like, I couldn't do motion capture, crazy animation stuff on my own. Like, I work with editors that could pull that stuff off, but it's almost like the gap is widening out again because of like if you see The Mandalorian, like how they shoot that in these studios that have like 360 video walls, like like light projections everywhere, and it's nuts. So it's like, I think that's really the next wave. Like, you've got like green screen was the big jump. Like with digital sets and such, like all the Avenger movies, like you see the actors running around, everything's green screen, and they got like the ping pong ball stuck to them. But now you could just like point the camera in any direction with like a virtual set, and the actors can see it. So like the dragon flies into frame, they're not reacting to like a painter's pole with a tennis ball on it, which would like what we would do now. It's like you could see the dragon, and so I think performances are going to get a lot better, and it's going to be a lot more immersive when you could see what the actors see, you know, like the performances are going to come through, which I think ultimately is, I mean, that's the main goal of a film, is just to capture an actor's performance. And I think it's going to get more realistic in that little, I forget what, there's some term for it when, like a scientific term when you know something is fake when you look at it.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Just like when you look at an AI or like that stuff via robot, it instantly freaks you out.
I'll pull that up for me real quick.
Yeah. And I kind of give video games credit on that too, because I think the industry kind of merged with the movie industry a little bit, because
definitely
what they're doing with the motion capture and the body scans. Like, there's a game, I know you've probably seen the commercials or at least played it, but it's called Death Stranding. It's got Norman Reedus and Mads.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I see a lot of it going into that direction where they literally do a scan, and that's all the actor does. You know what I mean?
Oh, dude, yeah, for sure. Like, it's like just these like age reversal things they could do now. You can. I mean, we could probably see like a brand new Brad Pitt movie where he's 25 in like 20 years from now, you know?
So do you see that hurting or helping actors in a way? Because it kind of, really kind of outdates them, really. You know what I mean? I mean, It's pretty much just you're taking a photo and running with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it's hard to tell. I think it's too early to tell if it's gonna hurt or help them. Like if it's just it's almost like there's sorry, one second. Like to preserve the likeliness of someone.
Yeah.
And you remember when they had like that Tupac concert where it's like he was like a hologram and he came out like a Coachella?
Oh yeah, that's gonna kill the music industry at the same time too.
Yeah, so I think like there's gonna be people that want to see their favorite actors in brand new movies 10 years down the road in their prime, you know. But I think there's gonna be also some pushback where people aren't gonna want that also. So it's just like CGI stuff. I'm sure there's millions of people that think CGI is the best and they're like super into it, and then people that prefer practical stuff, which I mean I'd probably fall into the second category. Like I could tell when something's fake and real most of the time. Like CGI is used best when it's like blending practical stuff with like alright, I'm sorry. How to word this here.
Oh, that's all. It's fine. Yeah. As far as the holographic and the music stuff, I mean, it's literally going to be a point where you could just put 1,000 concerts on at the same time. You know what I mean? And that's gonna hurt like the touring aspect of it, and the traveling. So that's kind of a scary and cool thing at the same time, is what I was getting at. You know?
Definitely. I think just the movie watching experience is going to start to shift. I think more towards like watching stuff at your house.
Oh yeah, obviously, yeah. And do you see the movie theaters coming back from this, or do you think it's going to be a slow burn kind of thing?
I think it'll be pockets of stuff. Like I think it's going to be similar to like airlines, where they'll find a way to do it. It's going to be more spread out, less people. And I mean, that's kind of like a short-term fix. Who knows how long this stuff is going to last? But
yeah,
you really can't beat like sitting in a movie theater to watch a film, though. That's awesome. It's a cool feeling.
There's a different sound in your chest, and you get more anxiety from loudness. That's how I am, at least. Like,
definitely, yeah.
Watching a live band's way different than watching it on TV.
Hey, do you play Fortnite at all, or have you played Fortnite?
I tried. The whole battle royale thing. I get into it, but I lose my patience because I feel like I wait 10 minutes to play for 2 minutes. You know what I mean?
Oh, dude, yeah, that part's terrible. But I'm bringing it up because there was a. Did you see the Travis Scott concert that they did live in Fortnite?
You mean the Marshmallow guy? I think. Or no?
No. There was two of them. Marshmallow did one, and then Travis Scott, like the rapper.
Oh, I didn't see.
He also did like this. Dude, it was amazing, dude. It was like probably the highlight of like my year so far.
Really?
Like it was like me, Kyle, and Cass, like my brothers. We were all logged in, and we're standing in this like virtual arena, right? And you're like looking around. It's like a fully immersive like concert, and then the performer, like Travis Scott, like steps over the mountain, and he's like 100 feet tall, and then you're like traveling through crazy dimensions. It was so much fun, dude. But it was a turning point for me to say like, wow, I have a ton of fun, and this is a crazy experience like right inside my house. And it was different because you're moving through space and time while you're watching a concert, which is something you can't do even at like a festival, you know? Because like, I mean, I've been to EDC and that stuff, like which is rad and an awesome experience, but this was something different. Obviously, not as cool, but it was fun though. It's still like something I thought was gonna be really lame and stupid. Ended up being like a really great time.
And are you guys watching it with headsets on or just through the TV?
No, it's just through the TV. Actually, we have like this like boombox hooked up to it, so we had some pretty good bass and stuff. It was fun. It was loud.
Yeah.
But they did a great job with it. It was something new for sure.
Yeah, that's another thing too with these VR headsets. I have the PlayStation one, and I could see that taking a whole. I don't think everyone's ready for it, but I think this next generation of PlayStation is going to be a big leap for it. Because once you
is PS.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I didn't mean to cut you off. I was curious about PS5. Like, how much virtual reality is going to be tied into that one?
Well, they're going to retrofit the original headset into it. So I think at least half the games are going to be active with it, from what I'm reading and stuff. But I just think a lot of people weren't ready for it with the last one. I played all the VR games through PlayStation. I'm still playing video games all the time, like I was when I was a kid. But yeah, I think that's the next leap right there, and I think that's going to kind of hurt the movie industry a little bit, and live concerts and stuff, but in a good way.
Yeah, and I think it comes down to storytelling, right? Like any kind of video game, movie, it's the more you could. So the ultimate goal of like a movie is to like draw the audience in and make them feel like they're a part of the experience, right? But VR that's a crazy thing because now you are the main characters. Like you you're the person going through this story, and that's exciting also. So I think I think you are right. I think it's going to merge together, and there's still going to be people that prefer watching movies, right? Like traditional cinema. There's going to be music, and then there's going to be like this crazy mix up. It's going to be super exciting to see what comes out of it.
Yeah. Now, what was I going to say here? To kind of back up a little bit, what directors that you were watching when you were younger that kind of got you influenced and ready to go with everything?
Let's see. I've always been like a huge Coen Brothers fan, like Big Lebowski and dark comedies. I've always had kind of like a dark sense of humor, I guess. Recently, though, I discovered that like 3 movies that like really influenced me as a kid were like all directed by the same guy. I didn't realize it until I was an adult. His name is Paul Verhoeven. He did RoboCop, Starship Troopers, and Total Recall, which are like pretty classic. Like I love the 80s kind of like retro sci-fi kind of aesthetic and feel. So I don't know, that guy like definitely influenced a lot of stuff that I've done. So like I built this crazy robot suit full of like LED lights for a music video a few years ago.
The Dub.
Yeah.
What was it called? The Dub. I'm sorry. It was
the Dubsmith.
That's what it was. Yeah.
Yeah. So that was a crazy journey. I was like hanging out in junkyards all the time, like trying to find plastic pieces to build build this spaceship in my mom's upstairs loft. It was a good experience.
Yeah, I watched that one too. That was pretty good. I kind of enjoyed that. It did have a RoboCop vibe to it a little bit.
Yeah, that's definitely an influence for sure.
Yeah. And going forward, who do you see up and coming director-wise or producer-wise?
I can't pronounce his name, dude. The guy that just won Best Director.
Taki Waka?
Yeah.
I forgot how did I know you were going to say that, but he just did Thor. And, one thing you got to check out is that show. He just did, They Know Us by the Shadows, that vampire show.
Oh, yeah, What We Do in the Shadows?
That's it, yeah.
I've seen that, but did you see the original film that the show's based on?
Oh, yeah, so a long time ago, yeah.
Dude, that was so funny, dude. Like, I don't think that part where he was, like, eating that chick with the newspaper and then the blood's going everywhere, like, I'd never seen my dad laugh so hard at a movie before. Like, he was sitting there and he just was like, I thought he was going to cry, dude. It's like, but that humor was just, like, it's right on my alley, and he's super talented, man. I haven't seen Jojo Rabbit yet, but I'm pumped for that one.
Oh, it's pretty good.
Was it pretty good?
Yeah, I definitely checked it out. I mean, it's got some hidden metaphors in there, but yeah, I don't want to spoil anything for you. But yeah, that guy kind of came out of nowhere. I mean, he's been around, but yeah, I think he just got signed on to do the new Star Wars trilogy too.
Yeah, that's insane, man. That guy is definitely super inspirational to see someone like kind of just take a star shot like right out the gate.
All right, and then just to kind of bounce back, what are you guys playing right now, video game wise, over there?
We've been doing a lot of the Call of Duty Warzone.
Oh, nice.
So, dude, I'm so upset because like my brothers, we've got like a squad of like 5 people, so only 4 of us can play at a time.
Oh, really?
And I think they're up to like 6 wins, dude. And I haven't got one yet. So I'm just every time I play, I'm just kind of irritated, honestly.
It's a big time warp.
I'm just envious. I'm jealous, dude. I can't get it done, and it just haunts me, honestly. I can't sleep at night.
There's one game you might want to check out. It's called Fall Guys. It just came out about a week ago.
What's it called?
Fall Guys. It's like a battle royale, but you're literally like this little round guy that everyone's racing towards the end. It's kind of like an obstacle course.
That sounds fun.
Yeah, it's kind of blowing up right now. You start with 100 people, and it kind of narrows. It's kind of like American Gladiator kind of feel to it.
That's awesome, man. I gotta check it out.
Yeah, that's a lot of fun too.
Dude, the last game I remember playing that was like super fun was what was that? Target Top.
Which one?
Oh, Rocket League. That was a fun one, dude.
Oh yeah, I had a stint with that too. That was great. I mean, I just got done playing that Ghost of Tsushima. If you're into like long RPGs and stuff,
that looks like super cinematic. It looks really cool.
Yeah, it has a. I know you'll see it from a director's standpoint, but when you're in a battle, it's like the music goes down and the actions go louder. Like old samurai. It's hard to explain, but you can play the movie and I forgot what it's called. But I mean, you can play the game in like a black and a white mode. And it looks like you're playing an old samurai movie.
Dang, that's wild.
Yeah, and then I feel like I see a lot of Quentin Tarantino in there a little bit, but I mean I know he took a lot from that.
Yeah.
Is that someone that you ever followed or got into?
Oh, for sure, man. Like, yeah, Tarantino's been a big influence also.
What do you think his best movie was of his 8?
Oh man, I'd probably have to go with I think Pulp Fiction's still my favorite, but I think Kill Bill's probably his best work.
Yeah, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood was a great movie. I had to actually watch it
Dude,
twice.
I loved it too.
Yeah, I had to watch it twice. Cause
I haven't got around to the second viewing yet.
Yeah, there's some curveballs in there you catch the second time. You're like, oh, okay, that makes sense. But that's what he's good at.
Bruce, hey, how'd you think of that Bruce, or what'd you think of the Bruce Lee scene? I know you were like a big fan of his too, right? Like as a kid and stuff.
Yeah, but I didn't think it really was that bad.
Yeah, I think it kind of got like overblown a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, I understand the respect aspect of what he's done and who he is, but I didn't think they really like put him down that hard, you know?
Yeah, no, like his like Linda, his wife, and his family like put out a big statement. They were pretty upset about him getting his ass kicked, I guess. But
I mean, I know there's a story behind the guy that played that character. That's stuntman. I have to look into it, but I know he was like the real deal too at the same time.
No shit, I didn't know it was like based on a real guy.
Yeah, what's his name? Leonardo DiCaprio character is he just died. God, he was in. I hate when I do this on the spot, but he was just. It'll come to me later, but he was based off the guy with the famous mustache. He was always in movies. Crap, I'll come back to that. I can't believe I can't believe I'm blanking out on that. But yeah, anything you're looking forward to as far as like movies or games?
Let's see. Dude, I got nothing, man. Like I can't.
Oh, sorry to
put
you on
anything.
put you on the spot. Now, as far as the California scene, is there any hidden like theaters or good spots you go to at all, or do you know about that you can advertise a little bit about?
Dude, my favorite thing to do right now, it's not really like movie related, but the Santa Anita racetrack. Have you ever been there before? Like the horse races?
I've heard of it, but I don't think I've been there.
Dude, it's the best time. So like you get to this place, like the whole building's like 100 years old, and there's just full of like old men betting on ponies, man. And it's like you could gamble there, you could drink. They have like special events where it's like dollar beers and hot dogs. You can like get ripped for like $12 and have a great time, man. It's so much fun.
Really? What's it called again?
It's just the Santa Anita racetrack.
Oh, nice. Well, if I ever go down there, I'll definitely check it out. I mean,
for sure.
Obviously, when things cool down a little bit.
Yeah. Just learning how the bets work on horses is super frustrating. But once you get it, once it clicks, it's like, oh, okay, I get it. And there's so many different things to like pay attention to. Like you could like follow the jockey or like the trainer of the horse, or there's just like a ton of variables, and it's at the end of the day. I mean, it's a crapshoot anyways. Like which horse is going to run faster, but it's a good time though. Yeah,
and not to bounce around again, but as far as the culture of California, not trying to get into political stuff, do you really see a lot of people leaving right now?
I don't personally know anyone. Like I know there's like a bunch of like the whole like Joe Rogan squad. Like those guys are all making it super public. They're bailing from California. But I don't know. I think there's like two types of Californians, right? Like there's people that like are here, that grew up here and are gonna stay. That like will never leave because it's home. And I think there's a lot of people that, I mean, come to Cali. They come to LA, California, like chasing dreams, trying to get into the entertainment industry. And yeah, I mean, I think that's the big draw for a lot of people moving here is to try to catch a break, you know?
Yeah.
And so, and currently, like, nobody's giving out breaks because nothing's happening right now. So I can see a lot of people kind of going home. Like, I know so many actors that are here just, like, working gig to gig to, like, survive, you know? Yeah. And it's like, I've seen a lot of people, like, through social media, Instagram, like, kind of packing up and heading back east or wherever they come from. So I think there is like a large exodus of like film people that are leaving, but as far as like people that have been here for a few generations, like I don't see everyone leaving.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be everything, but I just think, you know, it's hard to survive in a city like LA when, you know, nothing's even open.
Yeah, definitely.
And it's here.
I think there's going to be like I think the migration to California is going to like drastically slow down, which is kind of cool too. There's just so many people here, man. Like, traffic is insane. I'm not even a huge fan of Los Angeles. Like I live kind of in the burbs. Like I live in Fontana, California. So it's
I was born there.
I'm in like an hour away from LA, and it's like LA's fun to go to. Like it's fun to party and check out, see the sights and sounds and stuff. But I couldn't imagine living there. It's
I feel the same way about Phoenix. I'm about 30 minutes away from the city, and there's not really a big reason to go into Phoenix right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So, all right. Well, it was great to have you on the show. Where can we find your work? What's the best links or best sites to check out?
Trying to think of the best way to do this. I don't have a website currently, but I've got a few like YouTube. Maybe can I send you the links to like a YouTube or Vimeo channel?
Absolutely. Yeah, I'll put it on there.
Okay, cool. I could do that. And then I guess people follow me on Instagram. It's just IRCody, IARECODY.
Oh, cool.
And then that's the easiest way to kind of like keep up with my stuff all the time.
Nice.
Post things there all the time.
Well, I just want to say thanks for coming on. I know it was a short notice thing, and I really appreciate it.
Dude, thanks for having me. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, no problem. Just to kind of plug the show before we go, we're obviously on YouTube, Apple, and Spotify. So give us a check us out, and give it a share. And I want to say thank you, and you guys all have a good day.
All right, man. Thanks a lot.
No problem.